It amazes me every day when I drive up to the office, and as I'm coming in, just the standard operating sequence operation here is, coming in and get to see this building function, which in most places you come in and it's just cool or it's warm or whatever because it comes through the duct through the ceiling. But to come here, you actually get to see it happen.
It's fun to watch the building come to life. So in the winters, it's sort of the opposite. You come in and it's still too cold outside, so the windows are all closed. And then later in the day, as the sun rises, you hear the swarm of bees is what it sounds like when all the windows open and the solar chimney dampers open. And you really, it's sort of, you're reminded that you're not in a normal office, that it really is a living laboratory, and it sort of comes to life. And then in the summer, it does the same thing. Everything opens up, but like you said, the shower towers turn on, and there's shower heads and misters at the top, and those turn on, and you can hear that, and it's a really cool process to hear that whole building function come to life.
Another interesting thing too is the lighting. So you come in the morning, sometimes a little early, it's dark, and some of the artificial lights are on. But then once the sun comes up and the solar tubes start actually operating and bringing light into the space, they will the artificial lighting will actually ramp down, and it's a gradual process. You never notice it happening.
The other thing I like about this building is the vampire button. At the end of the day, the last person out hits the button and all the non-essential power goes down. So microwaves, monitors, all of the stuff that doesn't need to be absorbing power every day goes down. First person in hits the button and the whole building comes back to life again. So it's almost like in the course of a day in the DPR Phoenix regional office, the building really does go to sleep, and then it wakes up again and goes back to sleep, and everything just sort of functions with or without us being here. It really is a living building.
I know during tours people have asked, well, where are the solar panels? They must be on the roof, not realizing that when they parked in the parking lot, they had pulled in and parked right beneath them. So it's kind of nice that they're doing double duty, not only to provide shaded parking, but to kind of cool the asphalt or the parking surface as well.
It's all these things we've just talked about is kind of the normal operating for the building, but in those days when it is 115, we didn't design for that. Those are the exception. We could have gone in and just said, well, let's design it for the max design day so we can make power every day. But that wouldn't make sense to our customers because nobody's going to spend that kind of money to develop a system to fit the max design day.
In fact, we pride ourselves on how small our solar array is. You go around town, we're in Arizona, right? It's the sunshine, Valley of the Sun, right? We pride ourselves on solar energy in this region. We talk about how small our photovoltaic system is in our parking lot. So it's only 79 kilowatts. It could easily be, well, I could read you I could tell you the numbers. It could be 4 times bigger than that if this was a typical office space.
We put in a lot to make that happen. There's 82 solar tubes that are strategically placed so that the foot candle of light at the workstation is right. And we have 78 windows that open and 3 roll-up doors and 12 big-ass fans. I mean, the numbers inside the space to make the PV system as small as it is, it's perfectly balanced.
We could have easily just designed this as a regular office and said, well, that's 250,000 kilowatt hours, let's offset it with solar. Instead, we took that all the way down to about 130,000 kilowatt hours a year and offset it with just what we needed to offset that.
And for people to be able to do this in the future, it has to be cost effective. And so I keep going back to that return on investment is what most of our customers will go to that bottom right corner of any estimate and say, how much is it going to cost me and how much is it going to cost me to operate it? That's important to them. And we're able to show them now through the monitoring of the systems and all the things that we're doing, we can show them how much it costs to build it, and we can show them how much it costs to operate it and how they will save money doing that.